Hello, I'm Eric Guriel, Interim Associate Director of Career Engagement for Career Success. Today, I'll be talking about letters of recommendation, specifically why you need letters of recommendation, and some of the resources that our office provides to help you request those letters. So you'll typically need letters of recommendation for some applications for internships and graduate schools. It's going to be super important that you always ask for strong letters, which should be written by people who know you and your capabilities well. These are typically can be written by professors, advisors, staff, or supervisors. In order to help you prepare, super important that you ask at least a few months in advance of when you need these letters. That will ensure that the letter writer has sufficient time to be able to communicate with you, make sure that you're all on the same page, and enough time for them to be able to write your letter. In this process, it's also going to be helpful for them if you provide them a copy of your resume or CV, depending on whatever you need for your application and your personal statement. It's also going to be important to provide them instructions on the deadlines by when you need your letters and how exactly they need to submit your letters on your behalf. Do keep in mind that letters are typically confidential, so basically means that you're not going to be able to see the final version of the letter. So that's why it's super important to put a lot of energy and effort into the preparation phase so that, again, you're able to get a strong letter of recommendation in the end. So next, I'm going to go over to our website so I can show you how to find our resources. So if you go to our main website, careers.ucsc.edu, and then if you hover over the Students tab here and then go down to the Graduate and Professional Schools tab, then you can scroll down and click down on the Letters of Recommendation page. On here will be a summary of essentially the same information I just talked about. We also have created this worksheet. So if you click on Copy a Worksheet, you'll get prompted to make a copy of this in your own Google Drive. Once you click on that, you'll see this worksheet. There's a checklist of some of the material that I mentioned before to help the letter writer prepare for your to write your letter. We also have a section for logistics. So again, so you can clarify the date that you need the letter by and the specific instructions of how they should be able to submit the letter on your behalf. The second page is reflection questions, which is really going to help in a few ways. So this is a document that you should work on completing before you actually ask for the letter. This will ensure that, one, you know the specific reasons of why you feel this person's going to be able to write you a strong letter. It is also going to be a document that you should utilize and have a conversation with those potential letter writers just to make sure that you're on the same page with what you're expecting from the letter. And then it's also going to help in being able to streamline the communication between you and the letter writer so that you have all this information in one packet so that they can always reference in one place instead of having to go back and forth and looking for multiple emails. So with that being said, after you've collected your letters of recommendation, it's always good practice to make sure to send the letter writers a thank you note. Make sure to tell your writers about the subsequent successes and how they've helped you attain your goals. And if you're not planning to apply for programs while you're still at UCSC, you can definitely utilize a service called Interfolio, which allows you to collect and store letters so that you can utilize them at a later time. If you have further questions, you're more than welcome to schedule an appointment with one of our staff to walk through your individual case. And you can do that by going to our website and scheduling an appointment with us via handshake. Thanks again for watching this, and I hope it's super helpful. Have a great day.